The city of Amritsar is marked by many unusual contrasts. It is modern, yet it is rich in history. It is religious, yet it is also secular in a communal way. It is a cultural center, and yet commercial at the same time. Perhaps it is most evidently distinguished by a secular nature rooted in the city's development and history. Yet, the city makes a great show of the shrines belonging to different faiths. They are found everywhere: gurudwaras, Hindu temples, mosques, and churches. The cynosure of all eyes, of course, is the Hari Mandir, popularly known as the Golden Temple. One of the most beautiful temples in the world by virtue of its grandeur, its arts and architecture. It is situated in the heart of Amritsar. Though a Sikh temple, it is revered by all India's communities. The foundation of the city's communal spirit and secularism was established by Sikh gurus, the founders of the city, who requested Muslim Faqir Mian Mir of Lahore to lay the foundation stone of the Hari Mandir. Interestingly, the ancient city of Lahore, now in Pakistan, is located only 70 kilometers from Amritsar. One wonders how, in a short span of 4 centuries, Amritsar flourished so richly in the shadows of Lahore. Amritsar has now developed into not only a religious hub, but also an influential business center and a seat of learning in arts, handicrafts, and architecture.
Today is the anniversary of the Khalsa of the Sikh faith. It is called Vaisakhi. Thousands of people are gathered to celebrate this day. It is celebrated every year all around the world wherever Sikhs live. It was on Vaisakhi Day in 1699 when Guru Gobind Singh Ji, the 10th Guru, established the Khalsa or saintly soldiers in Punjab, India. It was a defining moment in the growth and evolution of the Sikh faith. The Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb pursued a policy of intolerance towards other religions. Some Hindus from Kashmir approached the Guru and asked him to intercede on their behalf with the Emperor as they faced the prospect of forced conversion. The Guru sent a strongly worded message to the Mughal ruler asking him to refrain from his oppressive methods and to treat all his subjects with equality. Angered by this bold message, Aurangzeb ordered the arrest of Guru Tegh Bahadur and later had him put to death by beheading in Delhi. Gobind Rai, the 10th Sikh Guru, was only 9 years old when his father's severed head was brought to him in Anandpur. As he grew into manhood, he recognized that love and forgiveness are stronger than hate and revenge. But he also acknowledged his responsibility to protect the ideals of his ancestors. So began Dharam Yudh, the battle for righteousness. Guru Gobind built a fort and raised an army to fight the Mughals and the powerful Rajas of the hill regions. He was under constant attack from the enemy armies. Apart from defending his people, he protected and propagated the mission of the previous gurus. Guru Gobind Rai was a born soldier, administrator, and spiritual leader. His military instincts and bravery won the respect of the enemy and the loyalty of his followers. Guru Gobind Rai knew that to preserve the Sikh faith, he had to challenge the Mughal rulers. He also knew that this task could only be carried out if a new spirit was infused in his followers. Hence, he conceived the formation of the Khalsa. He mixed sugar in plain water and stirred it with a double-edged dagger while reciting hymns, including some of his own compositions, and called it Amrit, the nectar. For their unquestioned loyalty, he baptized the 5 volunteers. The 5, who up until then had belonged to 5 different castes, were made to drink out of one bowl to signify their initiation into the casteless society of the Khalsa. Their names were changed and they were given one family name, Singh. Then he bowed down and asked for the baptism from the 5 beloved ones, and his name was changed to Guru Gobind Singh. Singh in Punjabi means lion. Aurangzeb then ordered the district governors of Sirhind and Lahore to help the Rajas to destroy the Khalsa. Anandpur was again besieged by the Mughals and the Rajas. Food ran short, and this time attempts by the entrapped Sikhs to break out were unsuccessful. Guru Gobind Singh and his followers had to face an overwhelmingly large force, but in spite of the odds against them, they continued fighting. The Sikhs bravely held their ground until the Mughals offered the Guru safe conduct if he evacuated Anandpur. Guru Gobind Singh evacuated the fort with his family and a small number of soldiers who had remained with him. He had not traveled very far when, contrary to their solemn oaths, the imperial forces and the hillsmen came in pursuit. The Guru entrusted his mother and 2 younger sons to a Brahmin servant and proceeded southwards. A band of Sikhs fell behind and held back the pursuers until they fell, fighting to the last man. Ultimately, the struggle to liberate India from the Mughals and to liberate the Sikh people can be traced back to Guru Gobind Singh and his Khalsa. It was the actions of this 10th Guru that led to the growth and expansion of the Sikh faith. And in the life of Guru Gobind Singh, the most significant action, the defining moment, was on that Vaisakhi day in 1699 when he founded the Khalsa and gave voice to the aspirations and beliefs of the downtrodden people. Guru Gobind Singh impressed upon the Sikhs the essentials of dignity and equality of all mankind before the one omnipotent Creator. The celebration of the 300th anniversary of Guru Gobind's Khalsa is a day of judgment. The Khalsa reaffirms that it has been given a distinguished outward appearance as a sign of inner qualities of Dharma or truth. The Khalsa is charged for the well-being of all humanity. This can be accomplished if the Khalsa becomes truly God's Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, and then spreads in the world Dharma, which means victory of God on earth. Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Life of a Hindu, marriage marks the 13th of 16 rituals and ceremonies. Ceremonies that begin with birth and commemorate significant rites of passage extending through to the end of mortal existence. Thus, marriage is considered not only a partnership in this life, but also in a more permanent and eternal sense. The Hindu wedding begins with a ceremony to honor the groom. The parents of the bride welcome the groom and then offer prayers to Lord Ganesh, the elephant-headed god. The Sikh wedding ceremony, known as Anand Karaj, has been practiced for more than 400 years, since the time of Guru Amar Das Ji. The 4 marriage hymns, called Lama, were written by his successor, Guru Ram Das Ji. Though the ceremony itself is centuries old, It was only in the 20th century that this form of marriage was made legal in India by the passing of the Anand Marriage Act in 1905. The Hindu and Sikh wedding ceremonies exemplify how marriage is among the most moving and reverential of all rites. It is a ceremony of joy, hope, and love. It's a union not only of bride and groom, but of families and friends in a fervent wish for happiness and prosperity. It represents so much that is good in mankind, and it transcends culture, language, and faith, speaking the universal language of two hearts beating as one.
Every Punjabi village pulsates with life. Before the sunrise, with the melody of crowing roosters, women milk buffaloes, churn milk, make breakfast for their families. After sending their children to school, they take breakfast to the men in the fields, where they work crushing sugar cane, making country's sugar.